TV every Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time, except today it's Thursday. I was working yesterday at the Viva Vida Art Gallery in Montreal. That's a gallery where I carry all my jewelry. My friend owns the gallery. I teach there. I sell my work there. It's a wonderful place. I'll link it up in the description below. And today we are doing a special request for Mirta, who wanted me to do the Ceibo Flowers. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. The official flower of Argentina. Hi, Amber. So I decided to do some sketches for the flowers, but also some other symbols of Argentina for Mirta. So Mirta, I'm going to send you the PDF, and anybody else can get the PDF in the link below within 24 hours of the live stream. So that is what we're doing today, and I'm going to flip the screen and get started right away, and hopefully you guys will be able to see my table. So let me just flip it around here, make sure I have the right button. There we go. I'm going to come around and see who's hopping on the live stream. Hopefully Mirta's going to make it today. We are going to pull up the video and see what we have. So we have Army. Hello. Hi, Sharon. Kristen. W World Peace is my sister Kristen. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Jen. Awesome. So hopefully you guys can see my table. Here's the templates. I'm just going to move this around a little bit to get this a little bit centered underneath this screen. There we go. And then Mirta, hello Mirta, this is for you. I'm going to do the Ceibo flower. This is the sketch for that here. And also I did some other Argentina symbols. So look at this, look at all this stuff. We have the this thing apparently is called a cocktail. I've never heard of it before, but it's also on their stamps. The flowers are also on the stamps. This is the official bird, Rufus hornero or something. And the May sunshine, mate tea, wine, of course, a soccer ball, and then the map of Argentina. So we're going to see what we can do today. And Homero, cool. Homero, that's cool. Oh, with an M, interesting. And hi Zakia, how are you? So now we're going to start with the flower. I don't know how much we're going to do today. We're going to do our best. So I thought we'll start with the flower, and we should probably do it in red wires since it is a red flower. And then I have some green for the leaves as well. So we're going to see. It's a very difficult flower. So it's not easy to do. I have also some pictures that I just looked up on Google to find out what they look like. So we have, this is the coloring of the flower. They're red. These are the stamps that have some this symbol on it. So these are the red flowers. It's going to be very difficult to get them to look right, but I am going to do my best with that. We're going to see what happens. Looks like they've got like little gold in the middle, which might be good to distinguish them a little bit. And then the leaves. So I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do here. This might be a lot of troubleshooting because it's a difficult design. Hi, Rosina. You're next to Uruguay. Cool. Rosina, the Ceibo is your national flower too. How interesting. I love that. So let's just get some red wire, and we're just going to get started with it. I think, Mirta, you asked me to do this a long time ago, and I looked at the flower and I'm like, oh, that's too hard. So I didn't get around to it. So I honestly am not 100% sure how I'm going to do it, but that's why I do these live streams, to try to figure it out. And then I would like to do some of the other symbols, but if we don't get them done today, we'll do them another day. Your drawings are spectacular. Thank you. Thank you very much. So we are going to figure out what we can do here. We can start with the outside shape of the flower maybe, and then work our way inside, or we can start inside and work our way out. There's like little yellow bits in the middle. What I might try to do is get some gold wire, and there's also green. So we're going to just play around with it. Usually when I get started with these, it's a lot of troubleshooting. So we'll see how it goes. And if it doesn't work, sometimes I have to scrap it and start over again. So we're going to do our best to see what we can do. Hi, Rainbow. Good to see you again. I'm happy you're hopping on again. That's awesome. So let's get some gold wire. This is the 20 gauge. I'm just going to clip the end a little bit because we could do the little bits in the middle. I was thinking they looked like little circles, so why don't I start with that? I'm just going to play around with this idea and then go from there. So, and if we want them to end with the little circles, let's try that. So let me move these over so it's not too distracting. And then I'm just going to play around with it and see what we've got. So I've got the 20 gauge gold wire, and I'm just going to take the end and bring it into some little loops. And we want them quite small. So I am using my very small round nose pliers to do this. So when I was a child, I thought that Ceibo was a bird reincarnate into a flower. Ooh, that's interesting. So we're going to do this and do a few little loops. And I don't even know how many loops I want to do because I just really want to play around with it for now. This is the 20 gauge wire. Maybe we can just start with 3 little loops and see how it goes. And I'm going to take this red piece here. And what I was thinking was, it looks like there's like a little cone thing going up the middle. So I'm going to take the red wire and I'm going to wind it around here to see what it does. Like I said, this is a very experimental. We're going to play with it and I might end up making it more stylized after. So this is just winding around that gold wire. And as always, guys, with these live streams, I haven't done this design before. I'm totally flying by the seat of my pants. So we're going to see what happens. So this is just, this would be the little, I don't know the technical words. Is it the stamen inside the flower? I'm really, my grade 12 biology has gone out the window. So we're just going to do like this. And I'm going to try a couple of different ways. That's with a single wire in the gold. So we're going to try that. Looks like a little bird. Yeah, they do look like little birds. They definitely don't look like flowers, which is why I think I had trouble with this design, because I wasn't quite sure how I was going to do it. Like this, now this is a little bit long, this middle part here. I could have done it a little bit shorter. Oh, if we want to make it shorter though, we can pull it back on this end. We can do that if we want to just pull it back on this end a little bit. So I'm just going to take it, I'll just take off one little round of that. We're going to clip the end and we're going to go up here. And I could also do it in like one color, but I think the charm of this is that it's red. So we're going to see, they almost look like little hearts in a way too. So maybe this should come down a little bit. And whatever you make is fantastic. Oh, you're so sweet. And I will send you these templates, Mirta, because this was your idea. And maybe you can make some other things for the Argentinian symbols. My daughter, Mimi, went to school with a girl that was from Argentina. And my friend Aranza is from Argentina. And she has a beautiful YouTube channel. We actually did a collaboration on my channel and her channel. I can link that up in the description below. And we did a lovely collaboration and with some painting. She came to my house and yeah, it was really nice. Yeah, it was, she lives in the neighborhood. She has an art school in the village, in the Beau Repair village. She did actually before everything shut down in 2020. So I think she's reopened it. I'm not sure. So this is sort of a starting point of how this could look, just around like that. And see, it looks a little bit blank. So what I could do is actually maybe do my little hack where I bring this one around again to get a little bit more color in there. So let's try that, where we just bring it around a little bit more. It might or might not work because I find it a little bit bare now. So we're going to try this, bring that one around, and I might end up doing all the flowers a little bit different to see if we can get one style that works well. So what if we just go around here maybe 3 times or something? We're going to go around 3 times and see how it goes. You know what I wish is that I could hear your comments without having to look at the screen, because it would be much easier for me to work and talk at the same time. So maybe YouTube will develop a system where the comments will actually get read to me. That would be amazing. But if I miss your comments, just, re-ask any questions you want to ask me. So now I've gone around 3 times. I'm going to bring this one around here. And this is sort of the starting point. It looks a little bit funky. I'm not sure if that's sort of the route that I want to go with this. And you could maybe even use some weaving or something to do the flowers as well if you want. So we're going to bring this one down here, and then we need to do another one down here. So let's bring this one here. And I want to also do the little inside bit again? We can try it. So let's bring this one back up here. And we can, maybe this time I'll double my way back. So if we do one here, and I'm going to try to do the little loops again, and then double my way back and see if that works any different. So this ends up looking a bit like a Celtic knot. I just want to do some little dots. I guess you could also do beads in the middle. I think I'm just going to try a few different things, and we're going to see how it goes. I want to make sure my hands are staying centered. So if I just do like 3 little loops here, okay, we're going to bring this one in and bring that one down. And then I'm going to bring this wire back down here and see what happens if I go around both wires. If that's going to make the middle part a little bit thicker, which might actually be a good thing. So let's take this. I'm going to bend it down a little bit. So this is so the tube will be a little bit wider. We're going to bring it up. But then the question is, how am I going to continue with the wires? So maybe if I just I'm going to bring it up here and up here, and then I'm going to do the little point at the top here. So we're going to do this. This is definitely going to look more like abstract art. Mirta, I'll send this work to family and friends. Ooh, fun. Well, I'll definitely do the other designs too, Mirta. Not today necessarily. I really want to try to actually just get the flower going today, but I will try the flag. I'm going to try the outline of the country. There's a bunch of things that I'll definitely try. So what I'm just going back down through this way. I'm going backwards this time. So I'm like starting in the middle, and I'm going backwards down here. Even if these don't look like the flowers, they're very interesting looking. So we're going to bring this one around here. So there's 2, and I kind of like it doubled back. So we've gone over this twice. So we're going to bring this one back here. And then we can maybe bring this one. I'm actually going to bring it down a little bit lower here, because I will probably surround it with some green. We're going to bring this one around and up, bring this one down here. And I could actually trim this here, because I don't want too much red either. So I could either trim it or bring this one down, because I'll cover it with the green. Hopefully I'll have enough. And then I'm going to do some more. I'll do one down here just to make it a little bit different. So we're going to go and do our loops here. There we go. Means a lot for me. I'm so happy. You definitely have inspired me to do these designs, Mirta. And if anybody else would like to make them, that's nice that they have some prototypes that they can go by. So we're going to go around and around and around. Yeah, this live stream is definitely dedicated to Mirta. So I appreciate you coming on every week, commenting on all my videos, like amazing support, Mirta. So now this is what we've got here. So hopefully I won't run out of wire. If I do, I can always add wire. So now I'm going to come back here and go work our way up here around. And then we have to do these. I definitely might run out of wire here, but we're going to try it. So we're just going to do this part here and down, and then work my way around. So we're just going to form the flower again.
And hopefully we're not going to run out of, I think I will run out of wire, but we're going to try it. So we'll go around here and then up. This one could be a little smaller, I guess. Oh, we're so close, but this one definitely could be like a slightly smaller flower. I'm just going to pull this one up a bit. Maybe I shouldn't have wound it around so many times. And we're going to bring this one down. But yeah, it definitely is okay if it's smaller than the other ones, because some could look more like a bud and some could look more like the flower. So this one, you know, I'm not going to worry too much about having to twist it back over there. Otherwise, we're going to run out of wire. So what I'm going to do is just clip that in there so it sits in there flush. So if I had had a longer piece, I could have made the flower bigger and I could have wound it around the stem a little bit more. So these are funky. I don't know if they look like the flowers totally, but they're very, very cool. And I bet you could even like kind of make them a little bit more three-dimensional if let me just get a different pliers. And hi Deb, catch me live. I'm happy you're here. So what I want to do is kind of maybe curve that in a bit to give it a little bit of three-dimensionality. Like if we're going all out with these, we may as well make them look really interesting. Let me just take this. I think I crunched it a bit, but we can just, because they look a little flat now, but if we just take our pliers and kind of bring them in a little bit, we could push some of the back wires to the back, and it actually makes a bit of a difference. It makes it more three-dimensional. But now what I want to do is get my green wire. So let me get the green wire, take a decent amount here. This is all the artistic wire from Beadalon. They sent me another care package in the mail. So this weekend, I'll be doing a really fun tutorial with the really big jig. So look out for that one. And now we are going to put some green for the stems. So what I want to do is take this one here. I'm going to wind it around this part here just to kind of cover that with green. It's looking really coily, but that's okay. You could, I guess, even paint wire if you wanted to. This end is sticking out a little bit, but that's okay. I ran out of wire there. We're going to bring this one down and down. And I might try to do a different style of this after. For now, this is good. So now we've covered this wire with the green. And now we're going to go here. I'm going to do some leaves. And we want to do some leaves here. So the leaves look pretty average. They just look like regular leaves. So we're going to bring this one around. And the leaves probably should be bigger than the flowers. And we're going to take this one, and then I'll probably do my way of doing the leaves with the spiral thing. So we're going to go around here. This looks a little, it should be maybe, well, they don't have to be that much bigger than the flowers because the flowers are almost the same size as the leaves. So we're just going to bring this one in here and then around here and fill this in. The other thing you can do for leaves is dip them in nail polish or resin or something like that if you want to make them look more full. This is sort of a technique that I have just to fill in the colors a little bit. We're going to bring that one in here, and we're going to bring this one down in here. Perfect. Good. So, and if you guys don't already know, I started a new Facebook group for the 10-day challenges, because we're going to have another 10-day challenge coming up pretty soon in the month of June. So a lot of you have already done my challenges for the different things. We had the 10-day wire charm bracelet making challenge, which was a great success. We had like 50 people making the charms, which was super cool. And then we're doing a 10-day rings to make and sell challenge coming up in June. And I will put all the links to all the groups in all the descriptions of my videos. So you will be able to find the Wire Makers Club in the description of the video. Anyone can join that one to share pictures of their wire art and jewelry. And then if you want to participate in the 10-day challenges, you can join the 10-day Heather Boyd Wires 10-day wire 10-day challenge Facebook group. So that means when you participate in the challenges, you can share your images privately so they won't land on your public Facebook feed. And then that way, if you're making things for gifts or you just want to be discreet, then your posts won't end up on your Facebook, regular Facebook. And Amber was the one that pointed that out to me, that the event pages were public. And so anytime you would post in the event page, people on your friends list could see your posts. So this way, when we participate in the 10-day challenges, all your things that you post will be private. So there you go. So this is looking pretty wild, pretty funky. And then we're going to do a running out of wire here, but I'll just do another quick little leaf up here. And I'm going to probably run out of wire, but I'll keep this one a little bit more simple. I'm going to bring this one around. Challenges are fun. Yeah, I've done a lot of them now. We did the 10-day ring challenge. We've done 10-day earring challenges. We did a couple of bracelet challenges. We did the bead soup challenge. We did wire gifts challenge, paperclip challenge, so many. Yeah, and then when you guys participate in the challenge, you could win all kinds of cool prizes from Beadalon and my Etsy shop, which is super fun. So yeah, we're just adding another little leaf here, keeping it simple to the best that I can. I'm going to bring this one down a bit, and whoops, sometimes you lose hold of the wire, and then this little bit here, we're just going to bring that around, and I can bring that wire back down, or I can simply clip it if I want it just to be more discreet. So we're going to do that. We're just going to clip it. Lindsay, hi Lindsay, how are you? And if you guys don't already know, Amber is Tree Sap Girl. She's a moderator on my YouTube channel. And Amber, I always appreciate you being here. And she also does this timestamps for the live stream. So if there's a part of the live stream that you want to see specifically, one of the projects, Amber's the one that creates those timestamps. And that's really wonderful and useful, because that way we don't, if there's just one thing you want to see, you don't waste a lot of time looking at everything. So now we're going to do one more leaf, I think, because we are running out of wires. We're going to bring that one down here and then bring that one around. And this is really cool. I like the way it turned out. I like the 3 tones of wire. I think it looks really cool. I don't know how accurate the flowers look, but they definitely look interesting. So we're going to bring this one around here, and then we're going to bend this one back here. And so this technique is just basically so we fill in the wire a little bit. This reminds me of a Christmas cactus, the colors. So we're going to bring this one down here and just wind this one down a little bit more. I think I'll keep it super simple like that. So we're going to just bring that one down here and maybe not make it too long. We can make it a little longer. I mean, we have the wire. We may as well make it a little longer. Here we go. And then we're going to clip it. Working and listening. Awesome. So there we go. So we're going to take this and then I'm going to curve this out. And then maybe if we want to make this into a pendant, we can just turn the top part into the bail. So let's do that. We're going to take that. You could put a bead on it if you want, or we could not. We're just going to bend it perpendicular, and I'm going to twist it a few times. I'll make it big enough so if it has to go on a big cord or something. And I'm going to bend, I have lots of wire, so I might just bend it around 3 times here to make a fancy little bail. And then I'm going to take this, bring it around here. Could even do a spiral if I wanted to. So there's the top part, the bail. And I don't know if I want to do a little spiral or something on the end. I could, just to make it look a little bit more interesting. So let's go ahead and just take this end, clip it maybe to about here. And Kristen, W World Peace, says your art challenge inspired me to do one small piece per day. Yay, that's amazing. You're doing incredible. If you guys don't already know, I have a art group, a very small and mighty art group for that are people that follow my art tutorials on Heather Boyd Art on YouTube. And Kristen is probably the most active member of that group. And we post pictures of our art, and I do challenges in that group too. So if you're not already subscribed, definitely go and subscribe to Heather Boyd Art if you want to learn how to do watercolor and other techniques. And I'm actually teaching tonight. I'm teaching at the Viva Vida Art Gallery, sort of half teaching, half babysitting, because it's older, like teens that are doing oil painting. And honestly, I'm not a oil painter. I can give them advice about composition and things like that, but I'm just there because Nadia, the owner of the gallery, who's from Brazil, is down in Brazil visiting her family while her husband and me and other people take care of the gallery. So that's super fun. I was working there yesterday, which was really nice. So it's coming along. Mirta, this is beautiful. I'm really happy with it. I don't know how well they look like those flowers. I'm gonna maybe make this a little more narrow because I feel like they're a little wide, and I don't think they're supposed to be super wide, these flowers. So I'm just gonna bring it in a little bit more. Try to fix this one a little bit more so it's not so wide. There we go. Sometimes you can just do little tweaks to straighten them out a little bit. And I will put proper photos of these in the community section so you guys can see. So, and I like the composition. It's like not super, and here we could bend them out a little bit. Let's make them a little more three-dimensional. So I'm going to just actually take this and curve it out a little bit more because they look a little bit stiff. So if we just curve these out a little bit, not too much, and this one too, curve it out a little bit. So oh wow, that's super cool. What do you think of that, Mirta? Let's see. Excellent. Beautiful, beautiful. Yay. Okay, so here we go. This is what happens when you challenge me to do something. So I will put a better picture of this in the community section, and you'll be able to see it. I might troubleshoot a little more with the idea because we have sort of the other like sketches too. So this was another one this one you might be, let me try that one with a single piece of wire. That might be interesting. So let me just take a different color. I don't know. I could do it gold or I could do it in red again, but then the leaves won't be in red. So let me just see. I think I'm going to try that actually with 22 gauge wire just to get a little bit more detail. So let me grab some 22 gauge wire. Love it, love it. Yay, thank you guys. Randy, how you doing? So now we are going to take some wire, a decent size, maybe about 18 inches or something. And I'm going to clip that. I'm also going to grab my water because I'm slightly parched. So let me grab my water. There we go. So 22 gauge wire, so I get a little more detail. I'm going to try to do this one here. And this one looks like I can do it all with one piece of wire. So why don't we start at the top? Let's start at the top. Let's live dangerously. So life is good. Yay, that's a very good thing. So now I'm going to just follow this as a line drawing. So we're going to go around here. And you can actually, if you want, follow the templates if you want, or you can just wing it. And so now to get that sharp bend, you want to bend it back on itself. Let me bring this over here. So we're going to take this and hold it in place and then bend it back on itself. And that gives you a nice sharp bend. And we'll bring that one around here. and up and around. So we're going to do that. And this one has to come up a little bit more. So if we've got this sort of idea up here, and then we could either do one continuous line, we could twist those wires, or we can just leave them like this. So I think I might just not twist the wire. I'm going to keep it as a nice smooth line. So if that's, and then we're going to go down and do this one, I think. Let's try that. So we're going to come down here and do another leaf here. Get some pliers. Bring it to the back again. And form it around right here. And up and around. Okay, so there's 2 leaves that look cool. And bring this one around. And then bring this one around here. Down and around. And that way. And maybe I'm going to bring it to the front this time. So we're going to hold that, bring it to the front. And bring that around. And curve it with my thumb. So now we have these 3 leaves. And then I'm going to bring it back up here. See, this might or might not look like the flower because we're not going to have red, but we're going to try it. So we're going to bring it up here. And like I said, you could twist those wires if you want to. So now we want to form the flower. So we're going to bring this one around. I could make them a little bit bigger, I suppose. So we're going to bring this one around here. This is where I want to do some little dots in the flower to represent the center port. So we're going to bring this one to the, could have brought it to the back or the front. And again, bring that and around here. Bring that one around here. Get rid of that one. And make sure I'm on screen here. So we're going to bring this one here. Here, up. And then bring this one down to form that middle part. So this is going to come straight down. And then we want to do some little dots. So I'm going to bring this one in. This might be tricky. I thought it would be cute to do with beads too, but we're going to see. So I'm going to just take this, start the bend, and then just give it a good little tug to make a smaller loop there. That's a little hack to make those loops smaller. So you bring it around here, start the loop, and then you just give it a good little tug. So it's like teeny little loops just to give the impression of those little dots. So that's the trick in wire art, is to actually make it look, you know, somewhat stylized. So maybe I'll do more than, I'm going to do more than 3 this time. I'm going to try to do 5. So we're going to do another one here. I always like to do an odd number. Go here and then one more. So we're going to do here. Yeah, yesterday I brought my wire to the gallery because I was working at my friend's gallery, and I finished some Etsy orders while I was there. So that was cool. So now this looks interesting. It's got the little loops. You will see this better in the community section when I post a photo. So I'm just going to bring those back down there. And yeah, it looks really cool. So I'm going to bring that one down here. So there's our first flower. And I mean, in theory, you could just do 1 flower. That would be fine. But let's go ahead and do a couple of more because there are some more here. So now I'm going to bring this one back down here. Oops, what happened here? I got a little tangled. I don't want to get this. One goes here to untangle it and then bring it down. Okay. So there's our first flower. It actually looks really cute. It looks good. And now let's bring this one down here. Curve it around here. And then this one's going to be a little bit lower. So we're going to go here and and around and around and down. Make it as big as you want, and then I'm going to bring this one back to the back and start forming the flower a little bit. Whoops, got a little bit bent here and there. So we're going to bring this one around. So now we have what's looking a bit like the flower here, and then we want to bring that little tube thing down here, and we're going to do those little dots again. So about in this position, start doing our dots. We're going to bring this one again, start the dot, tug it, start it like maybe halfway, and then you tug it, makes it smaller. Another one here, give it a tug, not too much because we're going to work our way back down now. So we're going to bring this here and there, and then one more. You could do 4. I'm doing 5. I'm going to bring it down. So now we're back down to the center here, and we want to do one more leaf. So what we're going to have to do is work our way back up. I'm going to follow up here to this part, and we're just going to bend it down. And I'm not going to do any twisting because I want it to look very stylized and smooth. I don't want to have a bunch of like twisted, because with the other one it looked more coily and more mechanical. This one I want it to look more flowy and natural. So we're going to bring this one around and around like this to form the flower. One more here. Bring it to the back or the front and bend it. Try to keep my hands on screen. I'm going to remove this now. So it's going to be a little easier. I'm going to bring this one around, around, and around here. So there's the last, it's going to be the last flower. Bend it out a little bit more, change the position if you like. And we're going to bring this one down, and then we're going to form those little loops again. So let's do that. Start it and do a bend. This one. And again. This one. Some of them are getting a little lost, but it's okay. They're supposed to look a little uneven, these. So we've got 4. So you know what? Let's just do 4 this time. We're going to bring it back down. So now we do have pretty well exactly like the sketch. And then you just have to decide what you want to do with this. So if we do want to like make it somewhat finished, let's just line these up so they're in a good position. I could, like I said, I could have done a bit of twisting, but I think I'm going to keep it pretty simple. So I'm going to bring this one up over here and just go back on itself. So this lines up pretty well. And we're going to, maybe I'll hold it with this. Line these up, bring this one up here, and then up this way. So if we go kind of behind here, we want to hold those 2 wires together, and then we can figure out if it's lined up. Like as long as it's not super distorted, we can just hold it here. And then I'm going to take this and wind this end around. So I'm going to actually flip it and wind this end around. Okay, so I want that to be nice and solid. So we're going to take that and, hi Marie, we're going to clip that guy and looks really good actually. So now we're going to just clip that, not clip it, pinch it so it's in place. So maybe we should put a red bead or something to represent, or I don't know, we could do blue, that because there seems to be a lot of blue in the country. So, but maybe red to represent the flowers. So let's stick a red bead on there and see how it looks. We could also put gold. It's kind of interesting. There's the red. Let me see what else we have. I have some little gold spacer beads too. I'm going to see what I have. So Mirta, maybe you can chime in and tell me if we should put beads at the top. I'm just gonna see what we have. Don't have a whole heck of a lot handy. And then I have the little miracle beads. I have glass. I have the glass beads too. And I have little miracle beads. I don't have any faceted red beads, but I have those. As long as you're not wearing the galvanized wire, I suppose you could try. Does galvanized wire work? Yeah, galvanized wire is, if it's the wire I'm thinking of, I find it a little gray. If that's the one from the hardware store, they have galvanized steel. They might have galvanized aluminum, but it's kind of a gray color and the color comes off. I would definitely not wear that on your skin. So now it's hard. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I like the copper wire. I like the artistic copper wire from Beadalon. I just find it's a beautiful wire. It's tarnish resistant, easy to work with. So yeah, so if you do want to put little beads on there, you can just put some little beads. Silly. I just remember seeing, I'm not sure why, I just remember seeing it's a no-no. Huh. Favorite wire as well. Nice. Gardening wire, yeah, it's for like outdoor gardening stuff. So yeah, I just put some little beads on there to make it a little more fun. And then from here you can do, again, a little loop or bail at the top to hang it. So we're just going to wind it around. This wire, the 22 wire is thinner, so I'm just going to go ahead and wind it around a couple of times, bring the end around, clip it. So this one turned out better than I thought. The wire is not red, but you could do it in red wire, but this is the idea. So it's like the outline of the flowers, which is really pretty actually, surprisingly nicer than I thought. So, and you can paint it. Yes, you could paint that. Yeah, the galvanized wire, you mean. Yeah, so so we've done the two flowers. So we've done this one and the green and the red. So let's do something else from this sheet because we still have a little bit of time. So I'm going to do the outline of the map. And then we will do a different one. Let me get some black wire so you guys can see it. I guess I could do it in green as well. Here's some 20 gauge black wire. So let's do that. The sun is cute too. I've done suns. The bird is cute too. I've done birds. I like the mate tea. My friend Aranza used to drink mate tea a lot. And then the wine, of course, the wine is good. Maybe I'll do a follow-up on this and do some of the others. And then this is like their crest, which has this, and I had written down the name of the hat. I don't know if I wrote it down. It's a special hat worn by a certain people in Argentina with a kind of a spear thing, the hands holding hands, and then the leaves around the outside. There's like a blue ribbon and the sun. So if you look up symbols of Argentina on Wikipedia, you'll find all these meanings of all these things. And Mirta could probably write an essay about it. Hi, Treelyn, how are you? So now, let's go ahead and do the map. I've done these maps actually as larger wire art things. I've done different maps of the different states in the United States and make them into wedding cake toppers, which is really fun. So for this, you do want to have a little loop at the top. So this is where I would just start it to finish it up here. And then basically when I do them bigger, I usually just do them by hand. But for this, you want to like go around and trace the shape and just do the main shapes. Like, don't worry too much about the little details because you're going to get caught up in all the little lines and stuff, but you want to get the basic kind of idea. Bring that one down and just bring it around here and just make sure when you get to the bottom that it's around the right position. Now, if you want to do that little island at the bottom, there is a way to do that. So you can I did the same thing over here. You can just bring it down and then go around that way, over here. Here, this is just gives you a little bit of an idea of how you can do it, and then up here, and then you can, if you want to just like kind of follow that line a bit, and then that way. So we're going to bring it over here, and here, and then we can just kind of follow this around again. And don't, like I said, don't worry if it's like super accurate. This just gives you an idea of how it should look. And then here, what I've done in the past is just to do like the little island, just do a little loop thing. It just gives the impression of the island. If that's an island, that's what it looked like on the map. So, and then we're gonna take this over here, and you can make the shapes more exaggerated if you want. And you can put something inside the map, which would be cool too. So we might look at that. And if you have different cities in the map, you can even pinpoint those cities. So Mirta, I don't know where you are on this map. Are you south? Are you north? You can let me know in the comments. There we go. We're going to bring this one up. Now my wire is a little bit long here. And we're going to bring this one down. And see, we got this. And down and across here, and then out, up, and it curves up. So let's see where we're at here. Got this up here, and then across, and then up. Okay, so that's good for the outline there. And we're going to match it up, bring it over here, best we can, over here. And then this one over here. Okay, I think that's good. And then from here, we want to help this one around. This is way too long, so I'm just going to trim that. And I'm going to just double check if we put this one here and that one here. Just going to bring this one around here, in here, double check it again. Yeah, see, it's pretty good. So now we're going to just take this, give it a little bit of maybe we'll go around a couple of times. Okay, pinch that one. You're in the center, Buenos Aires. Very cool. Nice. And is it getting cold there now? I think it's your fall, eh? Is that right? Correct me if I'm wrong. So now we have, there's the map. And Mirta is somewhere in the middle there. So that's that. And then from here, there's all kinds of things you can do. You can put some little symbols in there if you want. There's this interesting little symbol here, which is called a cockade. What is that, Mirta? I'm not sure what that is, but that might be interesting even to use those colors. I think the closest I have is this color, so which is the turquoise, but it might be interesting to do something that looked like that shape. I'm not sure. I also have this type of thing. Your map is perfect. Yay. So here's some of the colors that might be interesting for that, because wouldn't that be interesting to put like that symbol in the middle? Maybe could be good if we do these. And you could also put it, because it looks like that's sort of your official color of maybe. So let me get some blue wire too to see what I have. National symbol called Escarpella. So in English, I guess it's something else. So escarpilla. So tell me about it, Mirta. What does that symbol symbolize? What's it all about? Because I've seen it done in different shapes, like different kind of configurations. This might be a little thin, this wire. I do also have some other blue wire, which is here. Let's check this one. There's this one. Okay, this might work too. This might be better because the other one is not great. So what it looks like, actually maybe I'll try the little wire, because what it looks like is, it looks like there's like a little middle part and then an outside part. So color of my flag. Wow. So let's just put a few of these. I'm going to try something because it looks like sort of a flower formation, but I don't know how many of these we would need. We're going to try. This is where I just troubleshoot a little bit. I could also just do it out of wire. So let's try, oh, I just lost one. So let's try with 5. I'm going to try with 5 first and see. We bring the wire back through those beads here and then just bring it around. But see, now it's not really doing much of anything. We have to bring these around a little bit more. So if we bring these ones around a little bit more here, so this, we want it to look something. So we bring it in here and it just kind of did like this center point type of thing, which is pretty interesting. And then we brought this one up and, oops, did that one go through? What does that one do? I think it went up. Maybe no, I'm going to go back through this one. I'm going to go back through this one again. So we're going to go back through this one here. Okay, and pull it. So we have, yeah, this one goes here to there. And then what if we did another one around the outside? This is kind of interesting, but I'm just wondering if we should bring these ones up and then bend it at a bit of, oh, I guess you could do white inside there, eh? I don't know if I have enough white beads, but you could maybe do, that might be interesting. Okay, let's try that. So I'm going to take this here, okay, and then this one on this side. This might or might not work. So we have the, let's put the map at the side. Let me move this stuff. Yeah, we really need another live stream for this, but I'll just finish this and then I'll try to do a follow-up at some point. Either May 25th, Revolution, began our freedom. Sweet. There we go. So here we have, yeah, so we put the white one there. This might or might not work because you might want it in between those. I'm going to just try it. If it doesn't work, I'll pull it back, but I'm going to put a bunch of white ones and see what happens. And if it doesn't work, we'll remove them. So we're just going to put a bunch. We're going to need quite a few, I think. So let's put a bunch of beads on there. This will be like a kind of a prototype thing. I like these white pearly beads. We're going to need a lot of them though, so we're just going to put a bunch of these on. Remove that. Get that one on. I don't know how many we're going to need because the first row I did 5. And so now I have to stay on camera here. We'll probably need at least 10, maybe more. I'm going to put those on there. Yeah, maybe more than 10. Here. And here. And whoops, let's do another one. And let's see if that's enough. We're going to do that. Okay, so we have this one. If we brought that one around, it's interesting. I don't know if that's going to, it's kind of interesting. I could try it. And then I think we have too many, so let's try this one. If we brought that one around here, let's take one off. Okay, so let's try this, and then we can try the blue on the outside. Let's try that. Okay, so we've got that one. Oh, but maybe I should have, I'm just wondering if we should have at the bottom. Yeah, I'm gonna try something else. Let me take some of these off because I'm thinking we should have gone through the bottom bead too. So I'm going to remove some of these. Okay. Bring this one through here. I probably should have done 6 now. I'm thinking for the blue, I probably should have done 6 beads, but I didn't. So we're just gonna do this. This will be our prototype and turning out to be pretty. Thank you. So now, I don't usually do a lot of like beading as such, but I thought it might be fun to play with this because the color is important. That's the thing. It's and it's hard sometimes to do things with wire. Just with wire. So if we've got that and that, yeah, I definitely should have done 6 petals on the flower. Would have been more symmetrical. So let's, wow, okay, so let's do this quick. I'm gonna pull that back a bit. Okay, pull that back. These are gonna be fine. And bring this one back. Hopefully it's not gonna break. Yeah, it definitely needs to be more symmetrical because we can't get it centered if there's 5 beads. So let's just pull this one back again. See if this is going to work. Bring that one right back. And this one too. Okay. Let's see if this is going to work. We're going to bring this one back. And this is the part if you guys want to go get it. Go to the bathroom, get a drink of water. You can do all that. So let's just put one more bead on there. There it should go. There you go. Okay, so one more bead. And then this one. Put those through there. Okay. Okay, so we're going to get that. And then we're going to go back through the top one. Should be good. Okay. Okay, so now we're back to the beginning. We've got the 6 beads. And we're going to put these ones on. Okay, so let's try 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There. And we're going to bring this one around. And we're going to 3. I don't know if that's going to work now at all. We're going to try. So if we bring this one around to here, go through that one. 2, 3. Oh, maybe it would have been, maybe it was better with the 5. Now I'm wondering, maybe 5 was better than 6 after all. So we've got that one. And then, yeah, oh no, this might work. So let's do 6 more. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So probably what I should have done is maybe gone through this bead too. I'm not sure. We're going to do this and then we're going to, so there's that one there and then we're going to go back to here. Yeah, it's not looking circular at all. So I think maybe this isn't working so well, but we're going to try it. So we're just going to bring this one around actually and keep it simple. I'm going to bring this one around here. And we'll bring it around a few times. So I think I'm just going to wing it because otherwise this is just not going to work quite so well. But we're just going to put some beads. Hi, Edith. Hi, Corey. Wow, more people hopping on. Sorry if I'm missing your comments. And I'm thinking this might not have been the best solution to do this with these beads, but I could practice it. I could like troubleshoot the idea and maybe come up with a different design that's going to work better for this because I do like the idea, but I'm just not 100% sure how to get it looking symmetrical. So we've got this one around here. This one would come around here. And then we would have to attach it somehow. Maybe rather than stringing it through the other beads, we should have probably just taken this. And rather than stringing it through the beads, because it seems to get a little bit uneven, we could have just taken this. Now, Mirta, you do sewing and stuff, so you've probably made this out of ribbons or something like that. So I'm just going to bring it through that layer here and then continue with the beads around the outside. So it is definitely a little warbly, but you get the idea. You definitely get the idea of how it can look, and it just needs a little work. Gracie, hello, hello. So we're just gonna do these. That'll be done. I don't think I'll add it to the map. I don't think that's gonna work for the map, but maybe I could do one out of wire to go with the map. Let me see what I can do. I have an idea. We're gonna see. So we're gonna bring this one around. Yeah, this is a hot mess, but I'll see what I can do after the live stream to get it to look interesting with the beads. But this is sort of a slight idea. Yeah, it's not symmetrical at all, but doesn't look anything like that. But my idea was to do something along those lines, and it doesn't really work, but I think there's potential. I think we can do a lot with that. And then there's, you know, these little things hanging out. It almost looks like a heart. It's interesting. That was unintentional. And then you can do sort of some beads hanging down. So that's something that, you know, is in progress. I'll see what I can do with that. I actually like the little flower in the middle. So there might be a better way to do that. And then maybe I had another idea. We're gonna see if it's gonna work. I don't have a lot of wire. That's the trouble, a lot of blue wire. I have this blue wire, that might be good. You can try this. And doesn't need to be symmetrical, it's beautiful, yay. So now we're gonna I'm just gonna take some of this blue wire and see what I can do with that. Because I mean, that's an idea. I can just do like the little flower in the middle without the white beads. So I was thinking to do something. I don't know if this is gonna work, but just to get this and get a piece of thicker wire. I'm just gonna grab one off the floor. Okay. And just wind this around. So let's just see if we did a coil, what it might look like. So if we do this, I thought it might be interesting, but I'm not quite sure if that would work at all. So if we did something like this, I'm gonna pinch it in a little bit. Okay, around here. Remove that and bring it around into a circle, which might or might not work. Let me just get another tool. Bring this one around, because then it kind of looks like that. It's supposed to like that, but let me just coil it a little bit more. And bring that one around. So I was thinking maybe if we just trim that and bring that one around, we could do kind of a flower, not a flower thing, but just like a round kind of thing here. There we go. Get it in there. Okay, so if we had like the one coil that could be inside, and then if we did another coil after that, let me just see if we can do something here. Maybe here, because you need a little space in between it. So we're gonna try that. And we'll see if it works. If it doesn't work, at least we've tried it. So we're going to take this and do another coil here. And it probably should be a decent amount. Bring it around and around. Make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. I'll move these again and move that one. Here, here. Yeah, because we need a decent amount of the coil. I can almost use the whole amount of wire. Bring it around. That might be enough. Okay, so let's try that. Remove that. And then say we might have to open this one a little bit more. So we're gonna go that. And then this would go, you could even like stretch it out. If there's not enough, we can stretch it out a little bit. Just bring it out and then bring it around. I don't know if it's gonna be long enough, but like I said, you can just stretch it out a little bit to space these out a little bit more. There. And our sun in the flag has 32. Okay, nice. 6 flaming and 6. I noticed that some were straight and some were wiggly on the sun. Yeah, I thought that was really cool. I didn't know why, but I noticed that some were wiggly and some were straight. So I just actually I just stylized it. I didn't put all the rays in the picture, but yeah, I can see how in the original there's definitely more rays in it. So this was like one idea was to do this type of thing with a spring, which is sort of interesting. And I don't know how I would actually connect it. I guess I would maybe just bring it right around. Like say we trim this right away, and then we just curved it around. It's, yeah, like I said, it's very, very stylized. It's trying to get it to look somewhat even. It's interesting. Okay, so I'm just gonna push this end in a little bit. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so that's sort of an idea that's different than the beads. So what we have this with the coils and this with the beads. And then the other thing you can do is just keep it simple. So say if I just go back to getting my wire. I do like these beads. Let me know what you think of the coil, Mirta. Does it look like anything? I'm not sure. So we're just going to get some beads. Maybe 6 this time. I'll do 6. 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, and I'm watching you make it work. Oh, thank you, Corey. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't always work, but I do my best. So now we're going to do, just to get these, this is another solution. It's just, this would be very, very stylized. You know, you can definitely do something like that. Okay, so we're going to do that. And maybe I'll bring this one to the other side. Okay, we're going to bring this one over here. Over here. And 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm going to just try something here. I just want to get it to sit as nicely as possible. Bring that one around. And then I can bring it around to the back maybe. I don't know if it really matters to do that extra bit. Okay, so there's that one. And then we just want it to sit more or less in a good position. That's going to one side, and then this one we can maybe it doesn't really matter. I was just going to put it through again. Okay, we're going to put it through here, around there. So we have a few ideas. Like this is a very kind of stylized kind of ribbon thing. We have this spring and we have that. And then the sun is on your coins. Cool. Yeah, I'll definitely do the sun another time. I won't have time today, but I'll do the sun and the bird another time. So this is that idea. This is kind of interesting. I actually kind of like that. It's very bizarre. And then there's like that type of thing. So let me know if I should put something in the map or not. You could put a soccer ball. You could put the bird. You could put almost anything in the map, that's for sure. You could put the sun. The sun would be cool too. You'd need quite a bit more detail to do the sun. So I think I'll probably stop for today, but I could add something to that map. So let me know, Mirta, if you think I should add something to the map, and I will show you the ones we've done. So we did the map. We attempted to do this symbol, the cocktail symbol. Map is gorgeous, thank you. So I don't know if the map should have that symbol or a different symbol. So we've got that, and that. And then we have the flowers that are done all in gold. So let me know what you think. I need some feedback and to know what sort of direction to go with those. And the sun would be cool to add to the map. Okay, so maybe I'll do that. I could add the sun, or I can add the bird, I can add anything. You like the flower, thank you. Both of them, thank you. So, and then if I did want to add a bead, you can add a bead to the top of the map too. So sky is the limit here. Let me know your feedback, like them all. And I'm gonna flip the screen and say goodbye. And then I'll put a picture of these later in the community section. Thank you, Kristen. So I'm gonna flip the screen and say goodbye. I don't know if I'll see your comments when the screen's flipped. So there we go. So thank you guys so much. You like my t-shirt? This is my family tree code. My dad made us a family tree, and that's my code. So Kristen is A4. My other sister is A2, and my brother's A1. So there we go. So I'm going to smile for the thumbnail. There's glare on my glasses. It's all good. And thank you guys so much for watching. Look out for a new tutorial on Saturday using the big jig. Mirta, let me know what you think of all the designs and if you want me to try something else. And I will put a photo later on in the community section. And I hope you guys have an amazing day. I will put also the templates in the description of the video as soon as they're ready and within the next 24 hours for sure. So thank you, Amber, always for moderating the chat and doing the timestamps and just being a #1 cheerleader for sure. And we will see you guys the next time. Bye.